was going to happen, I thought that after briefly commenting on it for hundreds of my radio shows, I've done over 1,000 of these, I thought I would record a video blog for YouTube that went pretty in depth for the first time ever in the history of this radio program on the 1,200 and some odd edition of HEW Entertainment Radio to elaborate a little bit on how I felt about the end of the world that is supposed to occur in just about 6 or 7 days on December 21st, 2012. We know it's the guaranteed end of the Mayan calendar, which has been speculated on for years. We know it's the alignment of the planets. We know it's the end of one age and the commencement of another. What we don't know is how the world is going to end. Pretty much as ingenious as the Mayans might have been and being described as some of the most unbelievable and unpredictable individuals of all time, even they couldn't predict something like this, and I think that their predictions, as legitimate as they might seem, are that much more far off. You know, I came on here and the funny thing was, I had an opening statement to open the show with, and I pretty much skipped that and went into detail on how, oh, you have your beliefs, and I'm Jonathan Clarke, and we're preparing for the inevitable, and I got rid of that. And I had a closing statement that I was supposed to have made, and I threw that one out too. It went pretty much, whatever's going to happen is going to happen, but as this video blog went on, a lot of the things that I had written down in my notes pretty much seemed like a whole lot of nonsense, so I eliminated a lot of things that I was going to originally talk about for this video blog. But all in all, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you go away from this with something to share with everybody that's different from things that you've already heard on YouTube. This video mightn't have been as detailed as video commentaries that were narrated, and you had a lot of great visuals talking about 2012 and the end of all time, but I hope it was one of the more enjoyable videos that you found when you searched the end of the earth and the inevitable to occur on December 21st, 2012. I hope this was one of the more enjoyable YouTube commentaries that you heard on YouTube, narrated by yours truly, your host of HEW Entertainment Radio over the last 14 years, Jonathan Clarke. You know, I've been doing this radio show and this website for over 14 years this coming August in 2013. Let's hope we make it that far. And I've never talked about something as ludicrous as this. I've talked about the discovery of planets by NASA. I did that just a few months ago, actually. But I've never talked about something as ludicrous as this. I've talked about relationship breakups in the entertainment world. I've talked about the issue with the Batman movie earlier this year, where there was a shooting during the premiere of the movie in the States. I've talked about so many unbelievable things, but I never thought on the 1,200 and some odd edition of HEW Entertainment Radio I'd be talking about the end of all time, the apocalypse, judgment day, doomsday, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I had an opening statement which was very in-depth. I had a closing statement which I threw out, and the bulk of my notes I never even elaborated on, but I threw it all together for you in pretty much a half-an-hour show, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it's very different from anything else that you've heard on YouTube. And that's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and you can take it for what it's worth, and if you don't, then I pretty much don't give a fuck. You're pretty much sitting there saying to yourself right now, I know what you're saying to yourself. You're saying to yourself, why in the fuck do I care about the end of the earth, either by a natural cause or by something that's going to be self-inflicted? Pretty much, there's been a bunch of nonsense posted on YouTube over the last 5 to 6 years since the story first broke, and this became more believable with the release of the movie and so many YouTube documentations with detailed narration and graphics. I thought I would finally elaborate on it and join the cult of people who believe this is going to happen. I don't want to believe it's going to happen, but whatever's going to happen by December 21st, 2012 is going to happen. There's a time that this is going to happen put on it already. There's also certain circumstances in different parts of the world are going to be occurring at different times, and there's also a website, I believe it's theendoftheworld.net, for people who want additional information and referencing for the end of the world. I'm not sure on the URL. I pretty much believe it's theendoftheworld.net for further details. But I thought I would throw this video blog together and put together a commentary with my opinion on the end of the world. If you want to elaborate on it further, you can leave me a comment at the bottom of this YouTube video. I will tag it, and I will archive it for interested people on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/JonathanClarke22. Pretty much what is there left to say? Only whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and pretty much what's going to happen is going to be beyond our control. But if you believe it, it's your choice, and I can't stop you from doing it. We all have a right to our opinion. It's in the Constitution, and that can't be taken away. I'm your host, Jonathan Clarke, and in relation to the end of the world on December 21st, 2012, I have a song that's very appropriate. I'll play it for you next. It's Jay Sean featuring Nicki Minaj. 2012 is on the way next.
When something takes place in the world of professional wrestling, you know where to go. WrestleZone.com. WrestleZone.com. Covering all the latest breaking news daily. Interactive forums where you can chat with thousands of other wrestling fans. Exclusive editorials and audio features by some of today's top wrestling superstars. Exclusive video content, weekly polls, live play-by-play coverage of every WWE and TNA pay-per-view. And now, featuring WrestleZone Radio, live with news, in-depth discussions, debates, and interviews with wrestling's top stars, past and present. When you think wrestling, think WrestleZone. WrestleZone.com.
He considers himself God's gift to wrestling, and millions of his faithful agree. With nearly 4 hours of footage and exclusive commentary and matches, this DVD chronicles Daniel's rise from Chicago's Windy City Wrestling to the Asylum in Nashville, and finally to the top of TNA. TNA Home Video presents Heaven Sent, Hell Bound, the best of Christopher Daniels. Available at most retailers and TNAWrestling.com.
Hey you right there, the one listening to this show. While you're tuning into this broadcast or when you read the news on WrestleZone.com, are you forming opinions of it all? Or do you just agree with everything you see and hear? If you actually have some sort of afterthought, which, by the way, is normal, we want to know what it is. There are thousands of wrestling fans just like you that simply can't hold their thoughts in either, and they let it all out in our interactive forums. You have a voice, so use it. Simply visit forums.WrestleZone.com. Don't just be active, be reactive in the official WrestleZone.com forums. For all the latest in mixed martial arts, be sure to visit WrestleZone's sister site, SureDog.com. Complete with daily news, exclusive video, interviews, live radio broadcast, interactive forums, and the very popular Fight Finder with bios and complete match-by-match histories of your favorite fighters. SureDog is the only place you need when it comes to mixed martial arts. Visit SureDog.com today.
Hi, my name's Adam Nudelman, but I play the Phantom on the radio. I'm here to remind you that, screw that, my book, Mysteries of Wrestling Solved, is available at finer bookstores everywhere. That stupid fake voice, I hate it. I wrote a book along with Sir Adam Kleinberg called Mysteries of Wrestling. It has the questions that you wanted answered. Why does Steve Austin hate Jeff Jarrett? Are referees really blind and stupid and dumb? Who is actually the toughest wrestler in the business outside of the ring? Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kamala. We get down and dirty with insider facts you've never read about anywhere else. So what are you waiting for? It makes a great stocking stuffer. You're too short, you buy 3 of them, you get tall, you just stand on them. Mysteries of Wrestling Solved by ECW Press, written by Sir Adam Kleinberg and Adam the Phantom Nudelman. Available everywhere. It's done. The plug is done. I'm done. I didn't sell it well enough. There's naked pictures of China in there. Okay? Thank you.
Available now on DVD. John Triton is on the toughest, most important mission of his life.
They have a hostage. It's my wife.
And with everything on the line,
I gotta do something, and I gotta do it now.
nothing and no one can stop him.
See, I tried to kill this guy twice today.
Now, see the Marine in a whole new way with the unrated version. Get more edge-of-your-seat action, more mind-blowing explosions, more of the Marine. This unrated version features material too hot for theaters, plus special behind-the-scenes features. John Cena is the Marine. Only unrated version. Available now on DVD. Rated version also available.
I know what you're thinking. I'm not a real athlete. I'm just a wrestler. I'm 6'10", 328 pounds.
I won boxing's Golden Gloves 3 years in a row.
I was a national champion at the University of Miami. My jersey was retired at Florida State.
I was the Ultimate Fighting Champion.
When When you step through those ropes, bad things do happen.
Had over 200 stitches.
Suffered a dozen concussions.
Broken bones.
I've separated
Damn
shoulders.
near broke my neck.
Blown out knees.
But I still got up.
This is who I am.
This is what I do. I'm not really an athlete.
This isn't real.
Try lacing my boots.
Every day I train. Thousands of hours of practice.
Injuries can happen at any time.
My kneecap just kind of blew over to the side of my leg. I've torn the pectoral muscle completely off my shoulder.
I've had surgery 5 times in my left knee.
You do question, can I come back from this? My body, my life is on the line. Don't risk yours. Please, don't try this.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Clarke, the voice of HEW Entertainment Radio. For years, HEW Entertainment has been the #1 professional wrestling news website on the internet for good reason, including headlines, extensive video footage, a radio program weekly, a weekly column for our users to read, video footage from HEW Wrestling Network, a YouTube channel, a MySpace, a Facebook, everything that a professional wrestling news website should have. HEW Entertainment has it for you in one place. Event results, video footage, news headlines, thousands of images, a weekly column, a weekly radio broadcast including archives, fantasy results, live chat rooms, forums, pay-per-view play-by-play, and so much more. For more information, add us today at facebook.com Jonathan Clarke and check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com JonathanClarke22 to subscribe to our YouTube videos. HEW Entertainment is professional wrestling's most hated website and the #1 wrestling website on the internet today. Find out why by pulling us up through any major search engines such as Google, Yahoo, Alta Vista, etc. HEW Entertainment, your one source for everything professional wrestling. Do you have an opinion about something you've heard on HEW Entertainment Radio? Well, here's your chance to get a hold of us. Send us an email at hewwrestling@hotmail.com or send us a friend's request on MySpace, myspace.com/HEW Entertainment Radio. What are you waiting for? We'd love to hear from you, so drop us a line.